There is a very beautiful masculine energy here that I want to talk about. And I want to see what the masculine is feeling. The first card that came out was Dilemma. This root chakra energy, heart chakra energy with this faded blue throat chakra here, which means that, you know, the divine masculine is not really in his feelings right now. In his heart chakra or throat chakra, he's just deliberating. Underneath that is a miracle. Okay. And then detachment came out. Okay. This is why he's indecisive right now, and because the masculine has detached. Okay. And we'll get into it in a minute. I just want to give you the divine masculine's feelings right now. Everything, you know, that he's feeling and going through at this time. And then underneath detachment is panic. Okay. It's fiery energy. Really wanting to say something. It feels like it's vibrating. It's anxious. It's like holding back words, right? And it has something to do with this detachment. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, peeps. So when I asked Source to clarify this dilemma, right? And this dilemma card says you will always find a way out, even if it seems difficult at the moment. So a dilemma is a situation or a difficult choice. Okay. Masculine is facing some kind of difficult decision when it comes to love. When it comes to speaking his truth. Because he's detached, right? We want to see, why is the masculine detached? Okay. There is a miracle coming in, and this is his abundance that he's working towards. So that's why I feel like the masculine is detaching right now, because he's working on this abundance. Okay. So what came out to clarify this dilemma was tending to the small things. He's tending to the small things right now. And he's clearing out the clutter in his heart space, right? He's taking time to go within. That's why this faded green heart space is here. Because he's tending to the small things. He's healing himself. He's trying to figure out where he needs to be healed. What's going on in his life and with him right now. Okay? And I asked what clarified the detachment, right? Detachment is the liberation from emotional or material dependency, allowing you to maintain independence and balance. Okay? That's why he's detached, because he's working on his sustenance, right? This grounded root chakra energy. It's working on his spiritual life and his abundance. Waiting for this miracle to come in, right? So trusting and believing that it's coming, working towards it, right? Having goals set. Detachment is not about giving up, but releasing what no longer serves you, enabling you to view the world with clarity, right? The divine masculine carries this light, but he's very gentle. I'm feeling like kind of like a heaviness in the mind. Yeah, the divine masculine is detaching and he's going within, but also really overthinking and in his mind, which is probably why this panic card is here, right? With this blocked throat chakra energy here, right? This fiery energy wanting to say something but can't. That's this heaviness I feel weighing on the divine masculine's mental. And it's, you're being asked to trust the great mystery and embrace the in-between when I clarified this. Right? Trust the in-between. Trust that trust in the great mystery, that you're not gonna have all the answers, right? That you're gonna have to be like this whale spirit and deep dive and go within yourself and just be willing to transform your heart chakra. You know, frogs go through this phase where they're just a little tadpole, right? And then they birth and grow into this strong. You see how the chakras are aligned in here? You're being aligned. Your chakras are being aligned. So that's why the divine masculine is tending to the small things and trusting the mystery with this detachment. Trusting the mystery and embracing the in-between is the energy. Okay? Some of you are embracing the in-between and going and flowing with this energy. And some of you are not. Some of you are like very heavy in your head. Okay? This is the energy that you need to be in, divine masculine. Detached and just living your best life. You feel me? Like this flamingo, just floating in, because you have this wisdom, right? You're a wise bird sitting in your elegance, right? Sitting in your mysterious Zapaneer. You know, this is a divine masculine, very spiritual, very knowing of himself, very secure with this root chakra energy here. You know, very poised, right? Very intelligent, very wise, and trusting the mystery with this detachment. Okay, so furthermore, understanding the different levels of the divine masculine psyche and what he's curating and what he's, you know, going after, right? And he has this integrity and this discipline in this dilemma and this detachment, right? But still in his head. And I wanted to deep dive. What excuses am I making right now is what you're asking yourself. That's your soul truth. But to clarify this panic card here, it says that right now you're searching for empathy and humor, right, to get you out of this energy. This is the masculine's, this is your default, right? This is what you fall back on, right? When you're detaching, you're just delulu. You want things, you reach for commentary and things that make you feel good because you really want change, right? And that's why you're really going after this miracle, going after this new life, right? Your abundance. You're calling it in, right? This throat chakra energy to this solar plexus energy here. Because you know your value, you know your worth, divine masculine, but you're missing something here, okay? And this has something to do with your emotions, your love life, because you have heart chakra all up and through here. You really want change, okay? You really want change. And then the new deck that I got is the Twin Flame Ascension, because lately we've been dealing with this love that you've been calling in, that you, divine masculine and divine feminine, both have been doing the work, right? Divine feminine, divine masculine energy is being aligned to the ones, to the chosen ones, the Sarsis, the ones that have been healing and doing the shadow work, right? Doing the all of the work and using the modalities. And now you're being asked, what excuse are you making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Right? The time is now. Why is the time now? Because you were dealing with a false twin flame. When I asked to clarify this panic card, why are you panicking? Why are you detaching? What is this dilemma in your head that's keeping you, that's standing in your way, right? It's like because you had a false twin flame, and it says the overreaction to anticipated events causing you to lose your sense of reason. It reminds you to slow your breath, calm down, and reassess the situation. You have the ability to recover from chaos and regain control. And you have it says intense change at the bottom with this false twin flame. This is, you've met in the physical your true twin flame, but you've gotten yourself entrapped with a false twin that has triggered you to recognize that you met the one true. And that's because you also have been going within and doing this work, right? Tending to the small things, clearing out the clutter and the spaces in your emotions, in your heart, right? You've been detaching, staying to yourself, and healing those dark spaces. And then when you thought that you were ready for love again, you took that leap of faith and found out that it was a false twin. And it clarified this change. It says intense change and change. Yeah, you are communicating to yourself, and you're calling your power back. You're calling your love back. You're going within yourself and tending to the small things. You're using humor, right? Comedy. You're using humor to self-soothe. And bring in this change. And this change is your miracle, your abundance. And with that is unconditional love, right? Unconditional love that you feel for this person too. Your true twin. Because it was clarified with your entering your vortex, aligning with infinite abundance. You're aligning with infinite abundance because you've been nurturing yourself, loving on yourself, taking care of yourself, right? And so has your divine feminine. She's been loving on herself, taking care of herself. That has been the energy for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. If you guys haven't seen the other messages from this previous week, you want to go back in on my timeline and look and check out those messages, those last few messages, because it's talking about the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Put this energy and this message where it resonates, okay? Whether you are divine masculine or divine feminine, this is the energy, okay? But I'm feeling like this is certainly, you guys are calling in your soulmate. You had to have this false twin in order to be ignited, to be triggered into this change, into who your real love is, your real sweetie pie, the one that you care about for real, the one that you love, the one that you respect and don't want to hurt, the one that you want to nurture and take care of. But you're making all kinds of excuses not to come close to this person, okay? But you are going within yourself, divine masculine. You're blooming, you're blossoming into this lotus flower, right? In the nighttime, when you go and you think about your divine feminine, you know, and you go back into the muddy waters, right? And you think about home. This person is your home. You love this person deeply. I did a divine masculine message. I think it was like, today is Saturday, so I'm thinking it was like earlier in the week, maybe Monday or something, and I was talking about the divine masculine is holding back and pushed away this divine feminine because of whatever reason, like third party interferences, this false twin flame. You thought that this was your person, all the while you knew who your person was, and you panicked. You panicked because they made you feel too deep. They made you feel things that you hadn't felt. They brought out this passion in you, right? Feelings that you hadn't felt in a long time that triggered you, right? That you have been detached from. And it spooked you into this change. Yes, divine masculine has awakened, but now you need to figure this out. So today's soul truth, it's important enough. If it's important enough, listen to me. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You hear me, divine masculine? Listen to your heart. You will be led because you are divinely guided. On that message that I posted, I said that, and I think it was on my TikTok page, so I don't know if you guys are following me on TikTok. Breathe into life. You'll see me. It's just a T. Okay, just a T in a picture. Not of me, but just a I think it's a poem or something like that. But anyway, it's on my TikTok page, Breathe Into Life. And my handler is at Breathe Into Life, And talking about the divine masculine wanting to speak his truth, right? And how you push your queen away because you were scared, because you're panicked. Because you panicked. Okay? You have unconditional love for this person. This person has unconditional love for you. Okay? So listen to your heart. Stop making excuses. Open up your mouth. A closed mouth don't get fed, divine masculine. How's this person supposed to come closer to you and know how you feel if you are not speaking your truth? You're blocking yourself. And all the while you got 1111 here. This came out. This is your girl. This is your queen. Go get your queen, honey. So that you can be one together. 1 + 1 makes 2. You are this beautiful blossoming flower, and the queen wants to nurture you and love on you. This is your home. This person makes you feel so happy, right? You have unconditional love for this person, and they have unconditional love for you. Go get your woman, honey. Because miracles and abundance is here for you. You are aligned. You are already aligned. What's for you is for you. It's not going to pass you by. You're already in alignment to this miracle, to this abundance. You have 10, 10, 11, 11. Look at this. 10, 10, 10, 11, 11, 8, 8, and 2, 2. This is an ending. Okay, this was a climax. You asked for change, and change is here, beloved. Change is here. Continue to go within and speak your truth over yourself. Okay? I want to pull one more message for you. If you stuck with me this far, please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, hit the notification bell. Being your true self. Look at this at the bottom of the deck. It says me, right? You're opening up your heart chakra and being your true self. You want to be your true self. And this person allows you to be your true self. Look, one with self. Yeah, you are. And this person brings you so much fulfillment and happiness. This is beautiful energy, unconditional love. Okay, with this miracle, you're going to have a beautiful life. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to honor and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Yeah. Get after it, babe. Open up your heart. Have compassion. Speak your truth. I love you. Stay up. Peace, love, and light.